Hey, it's Dude. We're at the Sanger Depot Museum. You come crew with us too. Buenos dias, crew. We're doing it. We're here at the Sanger Depot Museum. We walked around here a while ago, but only checked out the outside parts of this. But it is open today, every first Saturday of each month. Let's go inside. The front of the building. Sanger is a very small, actually kind of not small. I guess the main part of the town is small, but there's a lot of history here with Sanger. Alright crew, we come in from right there. There's a desk. You can give donations, of course. We give donations because we want places like this to stay open forever. And if you go to your right as you come in, there's this little hallway. And we're gonna come into this room right here. Now before we continue, let me make something clear. There is a Native American basket weaving area. They don't allow recording and no pictures. Every time I come into anything like this at all, I always like to make sure, is it okay that we record? And they said it's all good. So I won't be able to show you that part of the museum, but that will leave it for a surprise. Like, what else is there? We gotta go see. I mean, you should come and see no matter what you see on camera here. It's different when you're here, you know? But that'll just give another little like, what's there? All right, let's continue. Hume. We've been to Hume Lake. This is cool. Then it extends over this side. And you can see the log flume right there. Now if I remember right, Sanger had one of the longest, or the longest, log flume. All the way from right there. Wood coming down, drop them off right there. All the way down to Sanger. You can see right there the Sanger Mill. I love this sort of stuff like this. And then is this the route? And I'm assuming maybe this is a house depicting an old house in Sanger right there. And a bunch of this has to be authentic. Oh, they have a Life magazine down there. That's cool. Old pictures. I don't know how people rode those bikes. Thomas Hume, Anne Louise Abbott Hume, Margaret Ann Hume, George A. Hume Sr. That's a lot to read there, I know, crew. Also, this might be a long video, a video with lots of information. Sorry if it's too shaky too. I know it's on the gimbal, but it looks a little shaky right now. Old pictures.
That's my grandfather. Yeah.
Oh wow, there's someone in here.
My great grandfather who I inherited.
Who's looking at old family pictures.
His sister.
That's actually pretty awesome. Coastal redwood, giant sequoia. I mean, I'm not trying to be biased, but sequoia is my favorite. And also Sanger has the nation's Christmas tree. Old saw.
Wanna go look in here now?
Look at those trains.
Model.
That's cool. So I was just talking to the gentleman in here for a while, one of the volunteers, and a lot of stuff was shared with me, information really, really cool. I mean, I don't know if I can get into detail with all of it, but these are authentic tools. But it's just crazy that a bunch of this stuff, so this is actually, I'll share it with you. This right here was an engine that was disassembled down here at the Sanger Depot in pieces, taken up to the mountain, put back together to do its stuff up there in the mountains. That is crazy. Those houses were movable, so once they were done with that operation in that area, and they would just go to the next spot, whole house intact. Let's go. The dam at Hume Lake was a first of its kind, and it was used with not too much of material, but still did a better job than some of these dams that had more material. So Hume Lake, the dam, was like an attraction that people would come and see, because they're like, how is it possible that you all made a dam with less material but still held back a lot of water, as one should. I don't know if it held more than any, but you know, it still held water very good, and it's still holding water now. I didn't notice, obviously there's little dillies right there, but Sequoia Lake, I believe he said, was used first. Once they were done with that was when they moved up to Hume, and right there's the dam. We've been to Hume Lake before, crew. That of course is the museum where we're in right now, and he said that where those barns would have been where Chuck Wagon is, and some of these other buildings too. I forgot what he said. He said he found the foundations to this bridge in Kings River. Right now it might be underwater, but they're there. Alright, we were in that room. Now we're in this one. I mean, obviously I know, but just letting you know. Lots of stuff. So there's baskets right here, Native American things. This is not what I was talking about. That room is on the far end. Some family pictures. Okay, this is crazy. I didn't know that this stuff was found in this area. I don't know if I'm reading right. Madera County. Oh, this is where Jason and I have been to, I think, that museum that's next to this. So there's a landfill next to that museum. I'll try to put it in the bottom dilly right there. But there's a landfill, and as they were digging up different things, a bunch of fossils started to emerge. So they obviously started calling paleontologists, see? And said, hey, I think y'all are gonna be interested in what's over here. And yeah, better believe it. Amazing. Yeah, crew, another video of amazing, awesome, crazy, wow, cool, cool, cool. I know, I just don't know what else to say. Can you imagine seeing that IRL? Heck no. Ground sloth? Get out of here. Or that one is the, oh yeah, ground sloth. Just different. Mammoth. And here, graduating classes. 1920? 1919? 22? That's crazy. It's over 100 years ago. Pretty cool. The glare's mic goes out since someone, sorry. So this is cool. It's a box with a bunch of these. And it looks like, I don't know. Oh, here's some of the volunteers. Let's open this up though. What is this? Stamps? This is cool. Here's one of the stamps. That's really cool. Scavenger hunt, passport dilly. A mine, Fresno mine. Old stickers, is that what those are? Bumper stickers? Uniforms? Old timer. Cups and water dilly, skillet. Essential for every ranch. There's a lot of glare, I know, I'm sorry, crew. I think those are old brands. 1915, 1870, 1910, 1887, that's crazy. Obsidian. I wonder what that one's for. I think those are rocks they grinded acorns. Here's one end view. You walk in from right there, that's where we walked in, and then we went into the lumber room. Alright, let's check out this way. The room in question that I can't show you is right into that door right there. So I can't show you in that room. But all this, we can continue showing you. That's a really cool quilt. Some books. I don't know. Maybe you could just pick out a book and like read certain parts, because I see little stickers or points of interest in the book. I don't know if you could buy them, but you can buy a train whistle. I never had one of these. That's cool. Maybe they were brake. This is a spot for train. Maybe push the brakes, pull them, or maybe that's just there for display. Actually, typewriter. So this is cool. It explains different parts of the quilt. Right in front of the quilt. Sanger High School, old memorabilia, rackets,
I don't know exactly where
cheerleading outfit.
but I thought I saw
This was a gentleman who's talking right now. That was his old student's megaphone from a long time ago. He said Tom Flores. This dude, Luis Ortiz, plays for the Giants right now. These are the old high schools. This was a high school actually before. Now the high school moved, and that's a middle school. And that was the class of 1904. Just those students right there. Look at, those were the beanies back then. Very different from what I wear right now. Alright, so I spent a good amount of time inside speaking with the volunteers. They gave me all kinds of crazy, amazing stories. A lot of stories also with the Native American baskets. I can show you none of that, but there was a lot of awesome stories actually to be told. You have to come and check it out and see that IRL. Another part was that recreation of the old downtown. There was the bakery, there was the candy store, I believe it was, or grocery store type thing. That was the old downtown. The bakery in specific was the first one there in the downtown area and the last one to leave the area once that downtown area was, taken down because a lot of the buildings were falling down. So many stories of the volunteers themselves going into some of these stores. Remember the smell of the bakery, the bread in the air, some of these theaters, some of these streets that they used to ride down their bikes all the time. And I really appreciate them talking to me. They did not have to do that. They're just so willing to tell me some of the history of Sanger, some of the history of just around. Awesome, incredible people. If you come here to the Sanger Depot Museum, they are very willing to answer any questions, talk to you. We're in the outside part now. Obvio, I know, but we are. And here's some other artifact stuff. The title says The Flume. Just trying to get everything in frame. My gimbal floats sometimes, so that's why it's kind of moving a little bit. There's some of the log flume. The old bell. More things out here, but this is, so we walked in right there. That's the entrance past the flags, and this is on the east back part of the museum. Well, crew, that is the adventure. Every time I come to these things, I've said that a few times, but I'm just always like, I don't know if I shared in the right way. I don't know if I shared enough. I don't know if I showed you enough things. I hope I did, because this is really a cool museum. So I think it's definitely worth coming to check out. It might seem small, but there is a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff that they have. Thank you, Sanger Depot Museum, for just allowing me to come in and, again, record. There was no problem with it other than that one room itself, but completely understandable. But still, no matter what, I really appreciate these places allowing me to come in and record and just do my thing, because no place has to, and it really means a lot to me to be able to do this and also share it with all of you, crew, because sometimes I feel like this is some of the things that maybe someone might be curious before actually going. Do I want to? Do I not want to? You could check out these videos in a quick way maybe and decide whether you want to or not. I think it is definitely worth it. But yeah, fun adventure. All right, crew, thank you so much for giving us your time. You never ever have to hang out with us. You watching, giving us 1 second or all the seconds. If you're crewing with us on purpose, if you're crewing with us by accident, if now you're crewing with us on purpose, we appreciate every single second you give us. That's something you never ever have to do. You're all awesome. Thanks for crewing. Thanks for adventuring. On to the next. But is it be? No, wrong way. At the Sanger Museum. At this. Camera's being weird. Hold on. Thank you, Sanger. Let's go. Let's see the boob. What's happening with me?